Before I begin this review, I actually want to give a quick shout out to Fandom Musicals for the unbelievable amount of praise given to my Fandom Hearts review, which, aside from my Locked Away episode, stands as one of my most viewed and talked about videos on my channel. I actually had the great honor and distinct pleasure of meeting them at Anime North this year, and I gotta tell you, it was a great experience getting to meet them, talk to them, and just soak in the fact that I was completely starstruck the entire time. But anyway, to Fandom Musicals, if you guys are watching this, it was great meeting you guys. Thank you for the kind words and support, and I look forward to the next time I see you guys at musical audition. See you then. Now, with that out of the way, Fandom Musicals has been rising up, no pun intended, ever since Fandom Hearts premiered last year. Striking big once again with their first comedy sketch show, Off the Top of Our Heads, and touring their name to conventions across Ontario, it seemed that the musical parody group had nowhere to go but higher and higher, until the only place left to go was the stars. While Fandom Hearts attempted to parody One Source, a fantasy-based video game which was already bizarre to begin with, Star Explorers, Fandom Musical's second full-length production, takes an even bolder approach, trying to parody a whole genre, that being sci-fi, from any medium, whether it be film, television, video games, and yes, even musicals. But even taking out the fact that so much of it was ultimately riding on how popular Fandom Hearts was, does Star Explorers manage to remain a good musical on its own terms? Well, I'm looking for any reason to keep talking about this awesome group of people, so I might as well tell you what I thought. So, with that said, where to begin? Well, let's start at the obvious starting point. What's the story? We follow Jamie, the newest stage manager for the hit stage show Star Explorers. What she thinks is going to be a big break quickly turns into a nightmare, with several behind-the-scenes problems occurring, including the understudy trying to drug the female lead, a vocalist with a cold, a drunk director, two closeted gay male leads trying to reveal their feelings, and on top of all this, nobody knows anything about the play's genre. So it's up to Jamie to fix these situations as quickly as she can before the curtain rises. What's interesting about the story is that everything is in real time, so the play's 2-hour running time, complete with a 15-minute intermission, is the actual time frame of the show, which I found quite interesting. Although it does make the nitpicker in you think, wouldn't it be smarter to use those 2 hours to figure out how to solve all these problems instead of, I don't know, breaking out into song every few minutes? But hey, musical, gotta go with the flow. Speaking of flow though, I will admit the show has very good pacing, making every detail that is on stage matter towards something that either happened previously or will happen later on, whether it be important to the story or just for a funny gag.
Well, I joined on as an extra with Star Explorers after the accident.
The accident?
I don't want to talk about it.
But you're
Speaking of which, the humor is once again spot on, with the character spouting some pretty funny lines that I actually was quoting a couple days after seeing the show. While I don't think it replicated the laugh after laugh I got with Fandom Hearts, I still got a lot of chuckles out of some of the antics that the characters went through, specifically with our two male leads, but I'll get into that later. In the meantime, let's talk about our other cast members. Let's start with the show's protagonist, Jamie, played by co-writer and co-director Jasmine Moore. Believe it or not, this is actually the one character that I sadly cared the least about. Don't get me wrong, it had nothing to do with Jasmine's performance, as I feel she did a really good job. But with the show containing so many colorful and just out-there characters, enhanced by the great performances given by everyone else, this character just felt like she was there and didn't really contribute too much to the overall story in my opinion. But like I said, there are so many other great characters to choose from, so hey, pick your poison. Moving on, we have Renee Beauregard as the show's prop hand, Gavin.
Gavin Jones.
Why does that sound familiar?
What?
Oh, Renee, you have not lost your touch. Great performance once again, good sir. Another great performance comes in the form of newcomer Rachel Little as Lilith. Not only does her backstory really resonate with me, but the sheer emotion given by this character is absolutely astounding, to which I really applaud her for. Plus, did I mention that she's frickin' hilarious?
Courtney had a rather heavy period and had to go.
You know what? I could have called that.
Other characters like Tarif Conker's drunk director Alex and Rebecca Schreiber's stuck-up female lead Courtney Valentino.
It's Valentine.
Valentine, are really fun characters too. But let's face it, the two show stealers are without a doubt Jeffrey and Jason, played by Jacob Dagnall and Lucas McDonald respectively. Saying that these two have great chemistry on stage is a bit of an understatement, as every time they are on stage, some of the show's best moments are highlighted greatly, and I welcome them with open arms into the Fandom Musicals family, as I can't wait to see what else these two get to show off with this awesome group. And thus this brings us to the most important part of any musical, the music. Again, while I can't say that the music is as memorable as Fandom Hearts, the show still has a lot of really good songs that once again greatly illustrate the characters' personalities and even some of their struggles in life. Alex's song Back on Top was in particular very moving, as again, as a writer and director as well as performer, I can really relate to it. Other songs like How Far I'll Go and Getting It Straight are also very entertaining. However, if I do have to choose a favorite song for the show, just like Fandom Hearts, it will once again have to go to the show's opening number. Tonight's the Night, I feel, just seems to sum up the show's dilemmas and characters' personalities in one tightly written song. That and its fast pace and energy just make it all around really fun. However, the show did manage to have one song that I wasn't particularly fond of, and ironically, it was the one they were promoting the most. Now, there isn't necessarily anything wrong with Many Ways to Die in Space. In fact, I really enjoyed it the first time I heard it. It's just that after hearing it over and over and over again, it just seemed to lose its appeal to me. Again, nothing wrong with it, just nothing left to be desired either. However, one thing I will comment on is that, in contrast to Fandom Hearts, the singing in the show, though still 50-50 at times, I will admit it is a massive improvement over Fandom Hearts, especially from the new cast members, so once again, really good job on that front. So, in conclusion, while I can't say that Star Explorers is better than Fandom Hearts, I can still say that it is still a very good musical. I still think the cast works very well together, the music is once again very catchy and upbeat, and all around, it's still a fun time. Overall, Star Explorers delivers exactly what you think it would. A parody musical talking about our favorite sci-fi fandoms and celebrating what made us love them in the first place. In fact, that seems to be Fandom Musicals' very goal, to celebrate what we love about pop culture at large and to overall spread the fandom. And with their next 4 shows lined up for the coming years, I can definitely say that I am more than hyped for what's coming next. I give Star Explorers 4 out of 5. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of Star Explorers. Thank you for watching. Defoe's out.
Tonight's the night as we stand